Now hiring in Western Maryland. The Maryland Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services is hiring for both uniform and non-uniform positions. All team members are vital in changing the lives of our inmate population and providing them with the necessary tools to re-enter society. Benefits include hiring bonuses of up to $7,500, opportunities for growth, flexible work schedules, medical, dental, and more. You can make a difference and protect your community so that all Maryland residents can enjoy living and working in the state. Visit dpscscareers.com to apply today.
My name is Shamika Daniel. I'm a correction officer of WCI. My mom is a retired CO. I feel like I'm just walking in her footsteps. I used to be a public safety officer in New York, and I wanted a change. I like helping people. My day-to-day job is making sure the inmates are well kept and secured and protected. I also keep a login, make sure everyone is accounted for, and anything that they need help with as far as paperwork, as far as help speaking to legal work, anything, I help them with that. The favorite part of the job is getting to hear the inmates' stories, about their families and their loved ones back home, and what are they doing to try to get out of here to get back to them. So that's the part I like to hear and see when they leave. Treat them with kind and respect. They're human beings at the end of the day. It might have been one mistake that led them here, but if I can talk to them and tell them that this is not the place for them, it might change their life. I think you should become a correctional officer because it's a good career path. The benefits is good, family-wise, you can provide for your family. We are family-oriented, and it's a good atmosphere, You get to know people. You probably will change people's lives that you don't even know that you're changing. When I first came here, I was not nervous, only because I was already in that type of field. So I was not nervous, but I would say for the person that is coming here new, that you might get nervous, and I would say just keep your ground, stay firm, and you will make it.
Currently employed, job seeking, or just feeling the need for a career change? Elevate your career by joining the Maryland Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services. We are hiring motivated individuals who want to change lives, including their own. Maryland Public Safety offers competitive salaries, career advancement, excellent health benefits, and a state government pension with supplemental retirement options. Find out the various career opportunities available. Make the move to Maryland Public Safety. Visit dpscscareers.com.
Anytime I can help somebody, it's a satisfaction.
I always try to help my clients understand that community supervision or parole and probation is not punishment. What we're doing is to help you.
At the end of the day, I feel like I am making an impact on the clients that I supervise.
Restoring lives, transforming communities.
Real people,
Real goals.
Real results.
We are the Division of Parole and Probation. We are public safety.
My name is Jessica Jones. I am the social worker here at MTC. I realized I really wanted to help the pretrial population more than anything within the state, and so that's essentially how I got here. Pretrial specifically is very interesting because you get people that are straight off of the street, and so where I felt like I really wanted to help on the pretrial side was the transition. You get people probably in their most vulnerable, acute state. And so as a social worker, I felt like I was able to help in a different way. I think these are just regular people. So not only are they worrying about family, friends, loved ones, they're worrying about, resolving their legal issues that are going on right now. They may either go home fairly quickly, or they may go, get sentenced and serve an X, amount of time. It's a very unique type of work. A lot of times when people think of social work, they think of you working with kids. You're taking children away, or you're working in Department of Social Services. And here it's very different. People have their own ideas of what, the criminal justice world and their own personal feelings about it. And here, I think as a social worker, we're able to do some very unique, untraditional work when you think of like social work. So here, I find it very rewarding is to help these people during the transitional phase when they first come in the door. It's a lot of emotion, so it's a lot of emotional support that I do here as well for the guys, because I can't imagine if you have a very serious charge and it's your first incarceration, like what you're going through on a daily basis. I'll go to the dorms, kind of do some rounds, talk to the guys in there, I'll pick up my request forms, kind of look through those, what's the need, meet with them in my office and kind of go from there. Sometimes custody will call me, say, hey, can you see this guy, or this guy wants to see you. We'll kind of filter through and I'll meet with the person. Sometimes I'll have to go to the hospital or our infirmary here. So really it's just a pretty different day. Some days are more quiet than others, but it's very fast paced here, which I do enjoy.
Second Chances Farm lives up to its name, both for the soon-to-be returning citizens and the retired thoroughbreds that might not even be alive but for this farm. Thanks to the Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation, pre-release men at the Central Maryland Correctional Facility can earn Groom Elite certificates in equine care, an accomplishment that will allow them to get jobs in horse racing or other equine-related fields. In April, 4 men graduated from the program.
The Second Chances program is unique in the state with the work that we do with retired thoroughbreds. And, it serves, like most of our vocational programs, it provides job opportunities post-release, and it provides an opportunity for restorative justice. The self-worth that this program provides in working with these animals, it's unique in the state. It's an absolutely beautiful program. We're very, very proud of it, and we're very proud of our 4 graduates today.
I never knew much about horses. Like, my counterpart was saying before, they were just horses. But now, make you want to stop and just inquire. Now, I never knew it was plenty of opportunities to earn a livable wage dealing with these horses, but now that I know that that's possible, it can keep me from doing the things I used to do for money. This big fella right here, old Sloppy Mouth, he done taught me a lot. Taught me a lot of patience. Taught me just to think of something other than myself all the time.
Mr. Cox, what does it mean to graduate from the horse ceremony?
Well, let me start by saying when I came to the program, I really didn't know a whole lot about it. So, coming here and seeing how it's ran and the camaraderie and the life lessons that it teaches, I mean, that, means, I can't even put into words what it means to me to graduate from this program. It's such an important thing. Guys like made mistakes in their life, and staying where they're at. Just to have an opportunity to do something like this, something positive. It's life changing. It can change your life.
So for the next group of students, what message can you give them?
I would say, come here with a good attitude. Take it seriously. Try to learn as much as you can, about yourself as well as the horses. And if you're honest, when you come here, I think you'll learn a lot more than you plan on learning when you first got here.
I'm Sergeant Newt Astley with the DPS-CS Canine Unit, and this is my canine partner, Bolt, my drug detection dog. Typically on our visiting days when inmates are allowed to have people from the outside come and visit them, these are when these drug detection dogs hit their most work. I didn't realize it, but the Canine Unit presents a unique challenge. They expect the best out of us as correctional officers and beyond that, and every day is different. And working in the jails, you get accustomed to your jail, but if you want to see more institutions and different scenarios, I thought the Canine Unit was the best place for me.
I'm the secretary to the assistant warden. I handle his calendar, do all of his scheduling. I handle the institutional directives. I took this opportunity moving from a correctional officer to a secretary because of my family. They were hiring for the secretary, and I thought it was a great opportunity to benefit myself and my family. What I would tell a potential recruit with the department is there's always room for advancement. You're not stuck in a certain position. This is much different than being a correctional officer, but I love it.
From day to day, I come in, do my formal count, make sure everybody that's supposed to be in or in, that's out is supposed to be out. Make sure they go on their passes, medline, get them out for chow, things of that nature.
Economy went downhill, sales, it was time to get out of sales. I never even thought about prison work. Before I came here, I worked small businesses and private sector, and probably if I would have known the type of work and the benefits, I see a lot of guys that are retiring that are my age right now. So I would come and start sooner, work for the government.
Bye. My degree is in criminal justice, so this was the kind of thing that I thought maybe I would like. I probably just working with people was the attraction. I'm a people person, and that's where it started, I guess. Case management encompasses so many different responsibilities and roles. Basically, you're working one-on-one with inmates, doing various activities, assigning them to jobs, clearing their criminal histories, referring them for programming and vocational trades, preparing them for parole, and then anything from, taking calls from their mom or their family.
I mean, this is a fulfilling job. Police officer on the street, they don't know what they're going to go up against. Every day we know we're going to go up against criminals. They're known criminals. You got the status of knowing that I can help somebody. I can be the one to go in and take a hostage away from an inmate or save a life on this team, because when things go really bad, they call the taxi man. I mean, these guys are normal guys. The inmates are just, they're just like us, and sometimes they need a little guidance, and sometimes you can provide that for them. These guys don't want to come back here, and maybe one thing that you say might help them out in the rest of their life.
These adorable puppies may not know it, but less than 2 years from now, they'll be giving life back to a wounded American veteran.
That's extraordinary. Yes, it is.
Thanks to the staff and inmates at Western Correctional Institution in Cumberland and America's Vet Dogs.
It's overwhelming at times when you actually see the progress that you make with these dogs, because like you say, you know that the puppy's going into somebody's life to make them whole. Whatever their traumatic experience was while they were at war defending our country, I just feel honored to be able to instill some type of help back to them, and to see the dog progress with the learning that we give them, it's overwhelming at times.
Oh man, just to watch their personalities to develop, and I mean, as they mature and grow, and to see that you're able to be a part of that, man, the process is I mean, it's amazing. I like it that we're doing something for the veterans. Yep, and it gives the inmates a sense of pride. You know, it really does. They take pride in this program. They do a good job.
Specially selected inmates train the puppies for more than a year, teaching them to obey and perform about 100 commands and tasks.
Yes, good girl.
After final vet dogs headquarters training in New York, the puppies are then given to a wounded veteran.
By me being a veteran myself, it gives me a great depth of feeling on the inside, simply because I know I'm helping a veteran who wouldn't otherwise do the things they're capable of doing now. They're back out in society doing what they're supposed to be doing.
I'm a veteran myself, and just any way we can help, I think we need to do it.
Since 2012, Maryland's 5 vet dog prisons have trained close to 100 dogs.
It's much more than just playing with dogs. The inmates have a very strict training regimen and established by the Guide Dog Foundation, and they follow it, and it's a beautiful thing. It works.
How's he doing on the leash?
He's doing more pulling than anything.
And even with COVID, the training continues from America's Vet Dogs headquarters in New York via video.
They showed us videos before how appreciative they are, so it makes me feel good.
It's been a phenomenal program from the start. One of the things that I was very proud of for our entire staff is we were the first, and may still be the only, maximum security prison in the country and the nation with this program. The staff, the population that's involved have just grown. They've grown along with it, and it's something so positive in a prison setting to know that you're, as a staff, as a population, that you're actually giving back to the community. So that's the only words I have. It's exciting.
I feel a tremendous amount of gratitude, because this program and the puppies give more to us than we get to them, and then we see all that work that we put in collectively transition out there. So I'm thrilled about it. I'm overwhelmed.
Good.
My name is Officer Morales. I'm a CDO at North Branch Correctional Institution. I've been working on North Branch for the last 2 years and a half. As a CDO, we had to take temperatures and serve meals to population. Here in North Branch Correctional Institution, we serve around 1,100 meals every meal. So it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My last position in Puerto Rico, I was a school kitchen supervisor, and it was quite a difference. And talk about money. At some point in Puerto Rico, we don't have enough money to buy them stuff. Even we had to decide if we need to pay the car this month or paying the rent. So here, I don't have to make that choices anymore. Benefits, we have a lot of days to take, like personal leave, annual leave, and sick time as well. Those decisions and benefits, and also our insurance is pretty good. I'm really pleased with my coworkers. Coming from Puerto Rico, they give me a welcome here. I was very pleased with that, because we're different, and that was one of the best experiences that I ever have here. My favorite part of my work is, well, I know I'm doing something important and I'm protecting the safety of the people in Maryland and the United States. I do like my job. I like my job and I like to work with the Department of Public Safety.
I decided I wanted to be a correctional officer because I wanted to make a difference within the state. Prior experience working in halfway houses, I had worked with inmates and around contraband and enforcing the rules. One of the skills would definitely be patience. You're going to have a lot of patience dealing with the inmates, detainees that are here. You're also going to have to be very vigilant, as well as having a strong sense of duty. This is definitely a career. It's an all the time, 100% commitment career.
Folks show up, they're all in different storms. We come together, we serve each other, and it made perfect sense. Also, those that are incarcerated, they're going through their own personal storms and giving them a second chance in life as well.
And life is just like a plant. You plant it, and however much you water it, and pick it, and weed it, that's what you're gonna get out of it.
Most of the guys who we have that are veterans, to be able to give back to an agency that did so much for them, I believe gives them a sense of pride and accomplishment, and being able to take some responsibility and come out and provide a service for their fallen brothers and sisters, and help to reconnect them to the services and the benefits that the Veterans Administration is able to provide.
I feel grateful, actually. I mean, I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here, actually, and, just to give the incarcerated veterans, just a chance to show that we can be positive, citizens and an asset to the community, again.
Here we produce larvae and process oyster shell, which the crew helps with. And we set that larva to the oyster shell. This shell has been set with oyster larvae and is getting ready to go out to be planted on lease grounds.
So this is important work that the inmates are doing, because if the shells aren't cleaned, or if you don't have people to do that work, you don't get larvae attached and you don't get oysters.
Exactly.
The detail specifically like this, I think it teaches them the importance of giving back. With everything that they've gone through and what got them in these positions, I think from the whole idea of cleaning the shells, restoring them, starting that process all over again, I think it connects a lot to their process of restarting and re-entering into society. So I think it's very important.
I don't even know how I'm standing still. I'm so excited. I really am. This is something we've been trying to do for at least the last 5 years.
that I signed up for this was that I have members of my family have served in the armed forces, and it was a great honor for me to come out here and, give back to the community. And there was no better way, I thought, than this project. Of the many projects that I've done, this is by far the most important one.
If you want to change and protect lives, we want you. Maryland Department of Public Safety is now hiring correctional officers. Salary starts at $42,000. Apply online today.